Hi, I'm Gan Kai Sheng. Today I'm going to talk about assignment question 1, PLC and automation. I am my group member Fikhri Fahmi, Hao Ming, and Chong Kai Wen. Question 1. We need to think any engineering problem that can be solved by using OMROM PLC CP1E. And we need to consist minimum 3 input and 3 output in the circuit, and data diagram must involve counter, timer, and map function. First of all, our engineering problem is sorting conveyor. Now we see the flow chart. We got 3 input, which is stop button, start button, and sensor count. And we got also 3 input, which is motor conveyor, piston, and indicator light. First of all, from the flow chart, we can see we start by push the start button. After that, motor conveyor will move and sensor count will activate. When the sensor count counted 2, it will start to stop the motor conveyor for 2 seconds. If not counted 2, it will repeat the process with its motor conveyor move. After motor conveyor stop for 2 seconds, piston will push the thing into the box to sorting. And then after piston push, it will continue the process until it counted to 10. After counted to 10, motor conveyor will stop. If not counted to 10, it will repeat the process from the motor conveyor move. And this is our start and completion table. Step 1, motor conveyor will move. And the completion is counter count to 2 or increment value reach 10. And step 2, sensor will sense the item pass through. The completion is add 1 to counter and increment. For the step 3, counter count to 2, and the completion is conveyor motor stop and piston extend to push the thing. And step 4, piston extend push item, and completion is timer delay for 2 seconds. Step 5, timer delay for 2 seconds, and completion is piston retract and counter reset to 0. And last, step 6, increment value reach 10, and the completion is conveyor motor will stop. That's the end of the overall process. This is the CAD drawing for our design, which is sorting conveyor with a indicator light, piston, sensor count, motor conveyor, and start button and stop button.
Okay, so a very good day to Sir Faris and my fellow friends. So today I would like to present about task 1, which is conventional method to solve the conveyor system. So at first we have 3 inputs, which is start button, timer, and sensor. So let's start with the system. So as we can see from here, so we have and then we have 3 output, which is the first one will be conveyor, and green pilot light or the red pilot light, and also the stop. So okay, let's start from here. So when we start the system. So as we can see, the green pilot light and the conveyor at the same time is on green light, which means the system is on and the conveyor start to moving. And the counter, we have set it to 2, which means when 2 items pass by, the piston will move. So let's see. When we press 1 time, so the counter will be count by 1. So and then we off it again. So the counter won't move because it only records when there's an input to the counter, it will count as 1. When there's no input, it will not record it as it. So we on it for the second time, the system is on, the counter is triggered, which means the piston at the same time is on also. So the timer will be on also for 2 seconds, which is on 200 ms. So let's see. So we can see the red pilot light is on. So it indicates the system is, it indicates the conveyor is stopped. So as you can see here, the conveyor is stopped. There's no green light here. So the piston will move. The piston is on. So the system, the conveyor belt will be stopped. So and the piston will move and push the item away. So let's continue. So as we can see, the red pilot light gone and the system is back online again. So we can repeat it again. So it seems like this. On and off. On and off. So we pause it. We can stop it. So it's in a short while. And as we can see from the binary increment, it is +4, which is, we count it as decimal. We can count it, which is there's the increment of the decimal place on that is +4. So it indicates the binary have shift from the right to the left 4 times. So that's my presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good day to Doctor. My name is Fikhri Fahmi. Today I will explain about question 1 shift register. So as we can see, we have 3 input. The first one is start button, second is emergency stop, and the third one is sensor. And then we have 3 output. The first one is conveyor, second is piston, and the third is indicator light, which consists of green pilot light and red pilot light. So let me simulate. Okay, at the origin position, the conveyor is stopped and the red light is turned on. And then I will on the start button. So the conveyor will move and the green pilot light is turned on. So when the item pass through the sensor will turn on. So let's simulate the one item pass through the sensor. And the counter equal to 1 and the increment also 1. And then the second item pass through the sensor. I will on the sensor again. And then pause. I will pause. So the counter is turned to 0. The counter is trigger. And then the increment is equal to 2. So when the second item pass through the sensor, the conveyor will stop and the piston will push. Also the red light will turn on. This will happen only in 2 seconds. Let me play again. Okay. And then conveyor will start to move again. So I will simulate until 10 items. This is third item. And fourth item. Piston push. And reset. Fifth item. Sixth item. Seventh item. Eighth item. Conveyor stop and piston push. 9 item. And the 10th item, so when the time item pass, it will stop indefinitely. Also, the red light will turn on. That's all for this simulation.